Hi, this is Jade Landry with 360 Grand Lake. I'm here with Vance Montgomery at the MidSouth Tackle Hunting and Boat Show here in Grove, Oklahoma. And I just wanted to talk to Vance a little bit about what's going on here. So we're here for the weekend, and I just want to ask you, what made you get started in this?
Well, basically, I've been a professional bass fisherman for about 20 years, and about 19 years ago, actually met a guy on a trip to Old Mexico, just on a fun fishing trip. And he actually was in this field in Oklahoma City. He had a trade show there, the Oklahoma City Tackle Show. And he and I ended up hitting it off and became partners. We started this event back in Claremore for about 10 years, moved it to the Spirit Bank Event Center in Bixby, and 19 years later, now we're here in Grove, Oklahoma.
Dang, so 19 years.
Yes.
It's been fun, I'm guessing?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, when you're a fisherman like I am and you get to be around all the stuff that we're doing here, just kind of really feels right. You know, I have a lot of fun doing this. Basically 2 years ago, we moved the event from Tulsa up here to Grove. Grove had the Bassmaster Classic here a couple times, and it had really been successful. So we really looked into it that, you know, a lot of our clientele was, you know, Grand Lake's one of the best lakes in the state of Oklahoma. Therefore, there's a lot of outdoorsmen in this area. So we really felt like it would be a good fit to move our tackle and hunting show into the city of Grove, and it's really worked out very, very well. We have around 120 booths right now. So we've got booths from kind of a cool thing, you know, with this show been going on, and it's been very successful. It's been going on 19 years. We've got a clientele of vendors that kind of follow us over the years. We've got vendors from, you know, as far away as New Mexico and Colorado, Texas, you know, Oklahoma, of course, Arkansas, Missouri, Kansas. We've got guides and outfitters that are fishing guides, hunting guides. We've got fishing tackle dealers from 4 different states this year. We've got boat dealers. We've got a lot of new boat dealers that we've never had before. We've got Skeeter boats, G3 boats, Bass Cap boats, Stratus boats. So we got a good variety. And also this show's a lot about family. We really try to encourage, do a lot of things for the kids. So we try to get the kids to come out and give them some interaction, fun games so they can go fishing out a trout pond in the wintertime and catch fish, you know. We do a big kids night giveaway tomorrow night on Friday, starting at 6 o'clock. The first 500 kids that come through the door, we do a product giveaway. A lot of the vendors that's involved in the show, they're going to give it away. You know, the kids are going to get $20, $30 worth of free tackle.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's
so it's pretty fun. Then they can go fishing. There's a bull down there to ride, you know, and then mom and dad can shop. And honestly, you know, that's really what this has made this show, is the vendors that come here really come to sell. And there's a lot of competition, so they know if they don't have it priced well, they're not going to sell. So by doing that, the customers really get some phenomenal, I mean, like pennies on the dollar deals. Basically, we're going to start tomorrow, Friday, February 16th through the 18th. Tomorrow, Friday at noon to 9. Saturday is 9 to 7. And Sunday will be 10 to 5 on Sunday. Admission is adults is $8. We do seniors and military. And also I'd like to say we actually reduced the price for this year. It was $10. We've lowered the admission price to $8. We're doing seniors and military for $7, and kids now get in for $4 as well. And kids 5 and under are actually free. We want to encourage the whole family to come out, and also want to say, you know, one of the major things that helps make this show happen is we have a really good presenting sponsor that has been involved with us for a long time. His name is, it's actually one of my good friends, Josh Gibson. They own Gibson Bait Tackle and Marine in Locust Grove, Oklahoma. They really are a big part of bringing all this together to make it successful. One thing really cool about this event that we've done over time is I've never been a big fan of the expo food, you know, and it's kind of expensive and it's just kind of blah. Something we've always done, especially at this facility, that they allow us to bring in outside food vendors. So we got guys setting up outside, you know, smoking meats and grilling on the grill. And I mean, it's almost kind of a little bit more of a festival atmosphere than just your average trade show. So, honestly, they have a really good boat show here in Grove and had for a long time. So when we came in, we wanted to create something totally different than just having another boat show in Grove. So basically what we're doing is, we've got some boat dealers, and because fishing, boats are part of fishing, of course, but really what has made this show and what makes people, we'll draw 20,000 people to Grove in 3 days. From what I was told last year, that's the biggest event they've ever had here in town. So, what's really made this show successful is the fishing tackle dealers that come here, the guides that come here, the seminars that we put on every 45 minutes. There'll be a different pro get up on stage and talk about his theories about catching fish. The hunting side of it also, Green Country is a huge hunting area for whitetail deer, waterfowl. We put on the Oklahoma State waterfowl duck calling competition that actually qualifies you for the World Championship in Stuttgart, Arkansas. We do a free whitetail scoring booth. You can actually bring your antlers or your mounted deer. You can bring it out here. It doesn't cost anything. It's all free. You can have your deer officially scored for the record book, or if you just want to have it scored just to see what it scores for your own knowledge, you can bring it out. It doesn't cost anything. That'll actually happen in the Vanmar Outdoors booth. You can bring it in, and the people at the front door will tell you how to get to the booth.
So you mentioned seminars. Who will be speaking?
Another thing that's really a big part of this show is our seminar speakers. And we're going to actually bring one of the guys on and let you visit with him, Chuck Justice. Chuck's been with me, I think, as long as I've done these shows, he's done them with me. And he's actually even been involved in the Oklahoma City event back before I was even involved in it. Chuck's one of the top guides in the state for trophy bass fishing. Along with, we're bringing in Todd Huckabee. Todd's one of the top pros in the crappie world. He does the bass or the Crappie Master series. He's also a guide for like 20 years on Lake Eufaula. He is, these guys, basically what they're going to do, you can sit down for 30, 45 minutes and hear these guys' theory of how they've become a pro or how they've become a guide and what their theories is to make you a better fisherman. And we also doing, we've got a guy from New Mexico that does elk guiding. He'll be giving his theories on how to be successful on mule deer and elk hunting. We have guys that are doing whitetail seminars, how to grow bigger whitetail, land management. So there's a little bit of everything. Whether you're a fisherman or a hunter, either way, there's going to be something out here for everybody to enjoy for multiple days. You can literally come to this show for the whole weekend.
Hi, so I just got done talking with Vance, and I'm here meeting with Chuck Justice now, and he mentioned a little bit that you may be knowing a little bit more about fishing.
I might know just a little bit about it. I've been so blessed. I've been a professional bass fishing guide now for 28 years. I'm starting my 28th year. My claim to fame, if you want to call it that, is the fact that I'm the only angler to ever have more than one fish on the Oklahoma top 20 list, the biggest bass ever caught in the state. I've had 4 of them on there, and I've had 2 clients that have also been on the top 20 list. So I'm directly responsible for 6 of the biggest bass ever caught in the state. I guide, like I said, I've been guiding for 28 years. I guide in southeastern Oklahoma on McGee Creek and Sardis Lakes. Down there, they're about 2.5, 3 hours from here at Grove. This weekend, I'll be here every day. I'll be giving seminars. My seminars will be 30 to 45 minutes long, and I'm one of those people, if they gave me 4 hours, they'd still have to go like this and shut me off. I'm truly blessed to get to do something I love, and I've been doing it for 28 years. I've learned so much in 28 years about trophy bass fishing, but I always feel like I've still got more to learn. I'm also, when I'm here at these seminars, I'll break it down. I really like it in my seminars to let the crowd ask me the questions instead of me just going in and having one topic that I'm going to talk about. I really enjoy just people asking me, what is your favorite lure? What's your favorite time of the year? Which is your favorite lake? Just all that kind of stuff. What's your favorite rod? What's your line? And I try to answer them with my answers from my experiences, not from something that I read, or something like that. My experiences being on the water, all this time on the water, since 1990, I've fished at least 250 days a year since 1990. I love my job. People say, what do you do when you get a day off? I tell them I go do product research. They don't know what that is. Well, I go fishing. You know, I'm still trying to find new places. I'm always trying to learn something new. You can never learn it all, but the more you learn, it's like anything. The more you learn, the more successful you'll be. But I have a booth here. I'll be booking fishing trips to those lakes down there that we talked about. I'll be here all weekend long. You don't have to book a fishing trip with me. If you just like to come by and talk to me, ask me some questions, whatever you like to do, I'll spend as much time as I possibly can talking to you and trying to help you. I'm really excited to be here this weekend. You know, last year was the first year we'd had this show here. This isn't a really big show. I mean, it is for this area, but I go to some shows in Houston and places where the shows, it takes you 20 minutes to just walk from one end of the building to the other. And what I tell people is this show up here, I had more fun here last year than I did a lot of those big shows, just because I got to talk to the people more one-on-one. And I tell people, as far as my business goes, the pie might not be as big, but I get all the pie to myself, because there's just not a lot of bass fishing guides come up here like there is in those big metropolitan areas. It took me 2.5 to 3 hours to get here, but it will well be worth my drive. I'm very excited about being here this weekend.
So there you have it, folks. It looks like it's going to be an amazing weekend here at the Grove Civic Center, so don't miss out on the MidSouth Tackle Hunting and Boat Show here in Grove, Oklahoma, where grand things are happening.